Diane, it's June 1st. The time is 9:52 p.m. Every time I find a way to delude myself into thinking I've finally put you out of my mind, my subconscious has a way of putting me back in my place, reminding me that I'm just its little bitch. Or at least that's how Paige puts it. But of course, she isn't known for being particularly generous to me. I have my own thoughts on the matter. So of course, I had another dream about you last night, where you liked me again. We were checking out these new thrift stores we had never seen before. Like everything else in Albany, they were probably just fronts, but it was something to do, and an excuse to hang out with each other. Then there was a crowd, and I lost you for a moment. Then I thought I found you again, but you were different, prettier, but only in that conventional way Paige is always telling me not to trust. The image people are going for when they get plastic surgery. And you looked younger, not smiling, no recognition. It wasn't you, just someone who looked like you. Coincidentally, you were wearing the same thing, some toothpaste green cardigan, same braces, for some reason you had braces, same light red hair and earlobe-length haircut, but not you. And then I noticed the real you again, and pointed out your look-alike, admitting to my mistake. You made fun of me, laughing, but in a kind, light-hearted sort of way, for not recognizing someone I'd been so close to for so long, and I defended myself, pointing out all the uncanny similarities, which you had to admit were quite remarkable. And then we moved on to talking about other things, because it had all just been a fluke. Diane, in the dream you said you did want to be part of the DIA after all. So, of course, this brings me to my current dilemma. That last message, the one where I described my encounter with the artist and spiritual leader, S.H., was going to be my last contact with you. I had decided that it would be better for my own mental health if I were to put you out of my mind until your return, if and when that day ever came. However, these dreams pose a new question. If the body that was once yours has indeed been replaced by a doppelganger, a possibility I still find extremely hard to accept even with all the signs, could this be the real you communicating with me through my dreams? Which of course brings me to the next question. If the real you is still around in any capacity, isn't it my responsibility to continue to inform you of our progress? As you know, I make these tapes as much for my own organizational purposes as for you, so ever since our separation in the real world, it was clear to me that someone had to fill that role. However, nobody I could think of seemed quite right. I even wrote a lengthy letter to Wyndham Earle, hoping that because of our former close relationship we might create a similar bond. But no one can replace you, Diane. Not the real you, anyway. I need to keep talking to you, even if you never answer. I need to keep my promise. Yes, I have considered the obvious alternative narrative, that there are no doppelgangers, that there never were any, that you simply changed, and that my dreams of the real you are nothing more than wishful thinking. But when we reach an impasse such as this, maybe asking what is the truth is the wrong question. I will likely never know which version of reality is the truth, if there can ever be such a thing as objective reality. Princess Nikita assures me that there can't. In all this confusion, one thing is for certain. Whether you were replaced or simply changed, there are two distinct Dianes. And maybe there are even more, infinite Dianes. Who knows? But I only know of two. One Diane wants to have nothing to do with me, and has made that clear. But this message is to the other Diane, the one from before, and the one who, whether real or imaginary, continues to visit me in my dreams, and it would be wrong of me to give up on you. I hope this message finds you well, wherever you are. Yours truly, Dale.